God has a purpose. God has a plan. I'm living His will. He's got me in His hands. I'm chilling, chilling, chilling with purpose. God has a purpose. God has a plan. I'm living His will. He's got me in His hands. I'm chilling, chilling, chilling with purpose.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Chilling with Purpose. Because God has a purpose and God has a plan. I'm living His will because He's got me in His hand. And we are chilling. We're chilling with purpose. We are excited to have our little niecey here with us tonight. She is one of our Chilling with Purpose viewers. And we are excited. We're going to have fun with her. She's just adorable. She's a scooper upper. Like you just want to scoop her sometimes. Just let me scoop you. But she is just so precious, and we're so honored to have her with us this evening. Before we dive in and get to know her a little bit better, I have some announcements for you, of course. Sandra, when is the online prophetic class? Do you know what date that's in? You're on mute.
The 13th of May.
May 13th. Oh,
What?
am I going to miss that one? No, I won't. Okay. I won't. I will not have left yet.
Where are you going?
You said May 13th.
Yes, it's a Friday, May 13th.
I thought May 16th was a Friday. Yeah, May 13th is a Tuesday. That's next Tuesday.
Oh.
Well, May 16th.
Oh.
Okay. Yes, I'll be leaving for Arizona.
Oh.
Okay, so May 16th is the online Q&A prophetic class. If you are interested, it is a free class. If you are interested in attending the virtual class, please inbox Sandra or Selena to get more information. So that will be next Friday at 6 o'clock, right?
Yes.
Next Friday at 6 o'clock. It is virtual.
Yeah.
And that's the prophetic Q&A, and they talk about subjects, all things prophetic. So it's a subject matter on the prophetic. Yes. Also, we have upcoming in June. June is a pretty busy. And I'll try to get all the flyers for the month of June up. But June 7th, we are going to be in Pueblo at Revival Fire. And that is hosted by Prophet Courtney Fitzsimmons. And so I know she would love it if you all would come out. So I'll try to have that flyer up for next Tuesday so that you can have the information. Or if I find it as we go along, I'll post it to you. But it's called Revival Fire, and it's going to be June 7th at 10 o'clock in the morning. I don't have the park information. And Courtney, if you're online now, because she does join us, but I don't know if she's on now. Courtney, if you're online, will you send us the location of the event for June 7th? Also, I went out of order. June 1st, our precious Cameron is having his first pop-up business. And so I'm going to get that flyer as well. Tickets for that, there are ticket purchases for that event, and that's $50. And it's going to be a seafood boil. You also get a free t-shirt, and you get a handcrafted lemonade included in that price. And then they will have items that you can shop at. So I'm going to get that flyer too, so I can show it to you and let you know So you'll have all the information. So we'll post those on our pages. And then June 28th, Selena, our admin, she is having a Daughters of Zion Healed conference. And it's a free, right? It's free. If you want a meal, though, you will have to register to pay $25 for the meal. And let me see. I think I have that one. Let's see what we got here. Yes. Daughters of Zion Healed is June 28th. The meal will be French onion chicken sandwich, strawberry summer salad, sweet potato chips, and a beverage. And that is a $25 cost. And this flyer also has the payment information. This lady right here is the one that is having the event in Pueblo, June 7th, July 26th, and another one in August. The date escapes me, but we'll get that flyer for you as well. So that's what's happening in these next 2 months in Colorado. Yes. All right. Are we ready? Sandra, how are you doing tonight?
Oh, I'm actually doing well. I'm good. It rained all day and I think snowed with some ice in Colorado. And I was like, But then I forgot. It is not summer. It is still spring. And I'm going to say this. You know how they say April shower brings May flower? I change it up. Okay. May shower brings June flowers because it did not rain in April.
It did not.
No.
So spring is a little delayed.
Over delayed.
Right? It was fun watching it rain. And then I looked again. I said, oh, this is a heavy snowfall. Like we got some snow over here. Yes. It's so funny because her and I are about 10 miles apart. And sometimes I'll text her and be like, hey, is it raining over there? Nope. Hey, did y'all get snowed in? Nope. That amazes me.
Yes.
It is amazing. And I still loved when I was a kid. We sometimes would try to outrun the rain because the rain would be coming down the street.
Yes.
And so you're initially in front of the rain, and depending on how fast it's coming, you either can outrun it, or you're going to get wet.
Yep.
Or it's raining on one side of the street and it's not raining on the other. That is amazing to me. So yeah, did it snow up there in Denver, Nisi?
Not that I know of. It was just rain on and off all day. It was beautiful to watch.
Yes. And I had asked a coworker earlier about 1:00, and she's like, no, it's just raining. I'm like, oh, it's coming down snow. The roof is white. The roof, it's white. That's amazing. That's amazing. So Nisi, how you doing tonight?
Good. I had just came from a physiology and anatomy class. So yeah.
Well, we might as well go ahead and kick it off with that. What's physiology and anatomy? Talk to us.
So it's a biology class, and you're learning about the body. You're learning about the structures of the body and what the body does. It's a pretty heavy class. It's 3 hours long, and it's very exciting to learn what our body does for us, what each part of our body does for us, and how we need each part of our body. And just basically, like, I always ask the Lord, like, help me, because I get excited, so I have to ask him to help me, because I be asking a lot of questions, and I know I'll be kind of getting on her nerves because I get excited because learning about the body, but learning how Christ uses the body. Absolutely. And there's so many different ways how everybody is fitly joined to the body. You may not be a part of the head, but you could be a part of the heart. So it's just, it's cool.
I like that. I was doing a breakdown of the body to actually teach it about the body being fitly joined together in the body of Christ. But I was going to use our body parts and connect it biblically. And some of the things that I had started learning, I was like, ooh, I'm going to need a break because it's really loaded and it's really powerful. But I want to back up because you said you have to kind of like dial yourself back from asking so many questions. My question to you is this a free class?
Can you repeat that? You cut out.
Oh, is this a free class?
Oh, no, it's not free. I pay for it because it's in school.
Then ask as many questions that you want.
Yeah.
Because you're paying for it.
Yeah.
And it's an educating class, correct?
Yeah.
Not like it's a social where you're monopolizing the whole classroom.
No.
Correct. So you ask, I got an award for that in high school, my senior year.
Wow.
The one to ask the most questions. It's your education. You ask as many as you want. Yes, I love it. I love it. So what's been the most exciting part about the body?
Oh, man. Probably our endocrine system.
Talk to me.
Learning how our thyroid and like even like you need your endocrine system so much. It regulates every part of your body. And I was just kind of like, oh man, like it kind of blows my mind when I sit there and I like talk to Lord, but still trying to listen to the instructor at the time. At the same time. But you need every part of your system. I wish I had my notebook because I would go through it. But just like your hypothalamus, that is part of your brain. You need that the most. It functions a lot of things in your brain. And your nervous system.
So the endocrine system and the nervous system are your favorites.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Is the endocrine system connected to the metabolism?
Yes.
Okay. And so that would affect our energy levels and things of that nature.
Your thyroid, yes.
So any tips on how to maintain? Yes, Chantel, you are so correct. Every part has a purpose. Any tips on maintaining a good energy level, or if your energy takes a dip, what to holistically or naturally take versus coffee all day or other kinds of things all day?
Yes.
Well, I drink coffee, but I only do 1 cup in the morning and that's it.
I pray for you, girl.
Listen, if I drink coffee in the afternoon, then I'm not going to sleep to the end of the week.
Oh, it does nothing to me.
See, I don't have that.
Yeah.
Okay, so tips, I would just always advise people to drink water. We're more dehydrated than what we think. And if you don't naturally drink water, I suggest that you eat your water. Like watermelon. Watermelon has done a lot of things for me specifically. It cleanses it's a kidney cleanser. So it's a diuretic. Cucumbers, eat healthier, eat cleaner. Snacking all the time is not the best. Or even eating heartier. That's not the best for us either. Eating a cleaner diet will automatically help our energy levels. Getting good sleep, making sure you're taking your vitamins. Sandra and I had a conversation about vitamins, so just making sure you're taking good care of your body, and consciously thinking about the things that we're putting in our body, other than caffeine.
And look what your friend was gonna say.
Yeah, because that's more that palpitates your heart. Your heart.
Yes.
People have heart attacks behind them.
Yeah. They're not.
And I'm not buying an energy drink that say death on it. Or have a skull and he looked like he been dead for 1,000,000 years. No, you ain't killing me on the first sip.
And then when you crash, you sit there like, oh,
Yeah.
I can't do nothing else. So you don't want to crash like that.
Yeah. I love cucumbers, and I really want to get back. She said I have regular attacks. That's what's wrong with her. That's what's wrong with. We got to the root of the problem.
On television.
Right? Yeah, I need to buy more cucumbers. I was eating them pretty regular, and I understand that we're in hard times. Hard times does not make me buy bad produce. If the produce is bad,
yeah.
I almost molest a cucumber. It gets harassed before I buy it.
Oh.
Because if it's soft on the ends, that's a no-no.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's already starting. If it has a whole lot of gashes in it, I can't. So if it takes me too long to pick out a good cucumber, then I just move on. But I like cucumber, and I like cucumber water.
I like cucumber water too.
So good. So good. I've made a cucumber with like some lemon or lime in it.
That sounds so good.
So good. So good. Okay. I digress. Well, not really, because it's part of the interview. So, so you said drinking water or eating foods that contain water. One of the things I remember when Genesis was little is, yes, Shania, yes. You have to molest the produce.
That's funny.
Serious. And I see people that just pick up stuff and they just keep going. I'm like, so you don't see that hole at the bottom of your little orange? Or oranges. If you
are not
down in them, don't buy the orange.
Yep.
You got to come right with it. What was I gonna say? Oh, I forgot. Oh, so you did say the water, the lettuce. When Genesis was younger, I had her eating even the iceberg lettuce because it has water in it. Yeah. So I like that. Any other tips? Because watermelon is seasonal, and I do not buy watermelon out of season. So that would be kind of hard. Unless we got frozen watermelon and kind of made a drink out of it, that would be good. I've made watermelon juice out of watermelon.
Good too.
Yeah.
Eating green leafy spinach, kale. Spinach has a lot of iron in it. A lot of other fruits that have like oranges, they're very diuretic. They have a lot of vitamin C. Strawberries, they have a lot of fiber. So those are things. Blueberries are good for your gut health. Those things will aid in your energy. They'll aid in the it's not just about like energy, it's about your gut health too. It's about the health of your body as a whole.
Yeah. So then that's going to lead me to my next question. What makes you so interested in this?
I believe it's the Lord. Like I have a lot of knowledge of what the things that we should eat, and I always like to take care of myself better than a doctor would, because I don't want a doctor to tell me like, oh, you need this. And I don't know. I like to take care of myself first before I have to go to the hospital. So I would do all the things necessary before I go to the hospital. And if I did go to the hospital, I would tell them like, I need this medication. I know what I need.
I'm here for my visit. I'm at the ER, but let me tell y'all what y'all gonna do.
I know what I need. And and I want to be able to teach people other than medicine what they could use and how they could get the source that they're needing. Like a lot of people don't know how to get a source of vitamin K other than a banana, when you can get a pickle that has vitamin K in it as well.
What about yogurt? I know it has
probiotics.
Okay.
And that's also good for gut health.
Yeah, I'm teaching myself how to use yogurt as my sauce versus a sour cream. And let me tell you, yes, I made a ranch dressing out of yogurt instead of sour cream. So good. Oh, because I just used the Greek regular, like super tasted, and then with the buttermilk, and then add them seasonings in there. My God, from heaven above. It was so good. So Mama Jackie says she doesn't like drinking water. How about flavored water?
And flavored water is great as well. You get the nutrients from the fruit in the flavored water. Like the carbonated water, those are good as well too. I drank one of those the other day just so I could get some of that carbonation in. But I suggest those too. That's a good start to drinking water.
Yeah, but not the ones that are loaded with sugar.
Yeah, not the ones that are loaded with sugar.
That's not real water. I'll tell you this one that is a treat for me. It's from Canada, and it's totally Canadian. It's in Sam's Club. It's $20 for 12 bottles. That's the best $20 to spend on carbonated water, and it comes in peach, blueberry, cherry, and blackberry. And every flavor is so good, and it's got the right carbonation. It'll satisfy a pop craving, if you like, or y'all say soda. That satisfies a pop craving when you want to pop. Yeah. Yes, sparkling water too. That's good. You just have to make sure it doesn't. And Splenda, Equal, and Sweet and Low, that is poison. It's fake sugar. It has rat poison in it. And an actual scientist did this research. And he's a Christian scientist. And it has a level of rat poison. That's why the FDA, I'd be like, seriously? You're approved. I don't approve you because you allow things in our food and you call it acceptable. Yes. Go ahead, Sandra. Do you have any questions for Nisi?
You on mute.
I said, yeah, Nisi is very knowledgeable when it comes to things like that. I know Kat had asked you this, but what age did you become interested in, like when it comes to health? And was it like at 5 or at 9, or when did you think you became so interested in healthy stuff?
I'm gonna put 25. That's when I started working at this assisted living, and learning about the elderly, then just deeper learning about our own health. I just started putting things together, and I started I don't know, sometimes he'll lead me to look up things, and I'll just be like, okay, well that's useful. And sometimes I'll look up things over and over so I could get them in my brain.
Right.
I don't know. I also think it's the excitement of learning about food and then learning about the body. I don't know. I think the Lord brought that passion and excitement to me.
I think that's a good thing. I think Naisha was it a naturalist? She was a doctor, and she was telling me how there was a lot of things going on in the lady's body, and the doctors and them couldn't. Well, when they can't figure things out, their remedy is just find a pill for you to pop. And I think she went to I probably saying the name wrong, but she was all into like natural food. And she did the lady's blood, took like her blood test, and ran a blood test on her, and basically found out what was going on with her body. Then was able to get natural stuff for the lady and healed the lady. It was like basically healed her with all the natural things that she needs. That was kind of, I think, like everything was off balance. Like she had too much iron, too much potassium. There was all these things. And I was like, well, how come the doctor who ran the same blood test did not see what the lady saw? And the lady got healed. The lady, in 3 months' time, she started seeing all the symptoms that she had. She did not have it anymore. But I do believe in I do believe in natural stuff because when I was growing up, that's what your parents did. If you think about it, you had to be basically ripped apart before they take you to the doctor or the hospital. They had a remedy for every single. You have a cold, it used to be lemon and honey, and they will warm it up and they'll give it to you to drink. If you had if you have a fever, they will take I think it was brandy, a shot of brandy, and put you on the blankets and let you sweat it out. Then there was all these different things that my mom and them had to use, and it worked because look at it, I'm alive. I'm not dead. I am alive. So which means whatever they. So I think that's very good for you to to be in a place and thinking about the body. Plus, we are in good hands as we get older. We can call Nisi free of charge. So yeah.
And I also think that there's a right way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And I always like to approach with the right way to do it. I don't think a lot of people do it the right way, and they don't, like you said, they don't assess. Doctors don't assess correctly, and a lot of times, when I look at a lot of my residents,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, there's something wrong, and everybody will like kind of like they know there's something wrong, but they won't go deeper. And I'll hear the Lord tell me something deeper, and I'm like, no, we need to do something about it because I don't like just letting people sit with something wrong when there's something that we could do.
Somebody told me this. I feel like I think it was my girlfriend Greta when her mom was older and her mom was in the hospital, and she said that she realized that as you get older, doctors have less interest in taking care of you compared to if it's someone younger, because in their mind, you're dying. But what about if the person could live for another 10 years? It is your job to keep that person, give that person the same service that you will give a 20-year-old, because that means you're killing that person and that blood is on your hands. You mightn't think of it that way, but there's a God. It is your job and your duty to not ignore an elderly person. That is sad though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's sad. Oh, somebody asked if is stevia okay?
What are your thoughts on that, Nisi? I'm not a fan of stevia, so I wouldn't be able to give you good information.
I'm not a fan either. I still think it's fake sugar.
No.
I mean, it does come from an actual plant and all of that. That taste, anything that tastes like an aftertaste to it.
Yes.
It doesn't sit well with me, and it tells me, oh, you're not real. And stevia is one of those things. Shadia, you crazy. Go take a nap. It's one of those things. So they do say that stevia has some health benefits to it. But yeah, my vote is personally no, but I that's my vote. And I'm a believer of honey.
Yes.
Honey is healthy all the way around. It has health benefits. It even can help with headaches. It builds your immune system. It just does a lot of things. And personally, if I'm gonna use sugar, I'm gonna just use some real sugar, or the Hawaiian, that raw sugar, those crystals. I would use that because that's just like if I buy a salad dressing, I'm buying the whole thing. I'm not getting a fat-free sugar because anything that is where they say it's free of, they had to do some extra work.
Yes.
When I buy milk, if I were to buy regular milk, I would buy whole milk. Not 2%, because then they had to skim it. And skim milk, oh my God, why? Just get some whole milk, and mix some water, and make your own skim milk. Oh, why?
It's so nasty.
Right.
It's nasty.
That's death milk.
But that's what I realized. Anything that's healthy, It's horrible. It's horrible.
The skim milk is not healthy.
Yeah, and skim
Yes.
milk is hard.
That's crazy to me. It's supposed to be natural. And if you really eat natural things have flavor to it because it's from the earth. So it's natural. So it gets all the, like an orange. If you get a natural orange, meaning there's no pesticides or anything, it's appetizing. If you get like natural, like potatoes from the earth, you don't really have to do anything to it because it has a flavor. So then how are you making natural things now? And most of the time when we eat it, we like, no. See? So that means, like you said, Kat, you're pulling out something and you're putting in something that's unnatural to the taste buds of us. Because when we taste it, we like, no, I don't want that. Let me go get the artificial one because it has more flavor.
Right.
That's crazy to me. Yeah.
And those who are struggling with with energy, you could put honey in whatever you drink and it'll put your energy back up.
Mm-hmm. And let me tell you, they don't even pay me for this, and I don't even know how to pronounce their name. So I'm going to pronounce it the way I say it. Bjorn, Bjorn.
Oh, yeah.
That brand of honey is anointed of the Lord. They make so many flavors. Whenever I go to a festival, and then Michelle, we're going to get your statement. Whenever I go to a festival, if they have their booth, I buy the honey. If I'm traveling and I have to fly to come through DIA and that booth is open, I stop and buy some honey. That honey, I eat a tablespoon of it every day when I have it. That honey is of the Lord. I'm just telling you, it is.
I like how she says that. That honey is from the Lord.
It really is. It really is.
I'm gonna go buy it.
No, for real.
Yeah, I am. So Michelle says, but the government wants our babies to drink slim or 1% milk. Yeah.
Yeah. Except how the government been treating us. We got that's my first statement. And they don't know. They don't know. I promise you they don't. So if you have to literally give your baby skim milk because of their esophagus and things of that nature, you could still buy whole milk and add water to it.
Mm-hmm.
You could skim it your own self. You're going to skim it by, maybe you put this much milk and the rest water. That's skim milk. There you go.
The government doesn't want our babies to be juicy. They think being
and that skim milk, I don't care that the carton is saying what's in it. You've been robbed of so many nutrients because of the processing that it has to do. So I wouldn't encourage anyone to buy skim anything.
I was like, take care of your baby. That's what they did years ago. They make judgment what they think is best for their babies. The government should never be making decisions for us when it comes to what to do with our kids. You listen to the doctor. Now, I always say we're in such a good place too. There's technology where you can Google and find things, and I always say those little old ladies years ago, they, like how people say, don't feed your baby this and don't feed the baby that, and don't do. And my mom would mash boiled potatoes, mash that potato up and make your own baby food and feed your kids. My mom will give you a whole list. She's not alive. There's this porridge and that porridge and farina and all, and it worked. And then all of a sudden, I think we in this world, we depend so much on other people to tell us what to do with our children instead of using the instinct that God has given us, and so we become what we become. Yes, Nisi?
I think it's so funny that you said that, because my niece had a cleft palate. And so she had surgery, she got it done. And so they said for 2 weeks she can't eat food. And I looked at them and I said, you see that girl right there? she gonna want some food. I said maybe a couple days you could give her something soft, but she's gonna want some food. I said she will tell you if something is wrong with her.
Yep.
Rather than the doctor would tell you. She knows herself better than the doctor knows herself. They didn't even think about it. I said give her some food. She'll be okay. She was eating Cheetos the next day.
You know what?
Yes.
You better not give your baby. Well, now I would be one of those them old ladies. I would be one of the middle-aged ladies. You give me your baby and you still got that baby on milk only, and that baby keep crying every other hour.
Yeah.
You pick your baby up. And I'm like, so listen, I already don't sleep. And I need what 2 or 3 hours I get, I put a little cream of wheat or whatever.
Yes.
That bottle shook,
and give it to
yeah, buddy slept through the night when they did that thing with Genesis. You feeding her to her? Did you want to raise her? Okay, I got this. And so there's some things we do have to go against, and even the syrup that's a natural laxative for babies.
Mm-hmm.
They're constipated. You give them that K-Roll syrup and some water.
Oh,
wait for it. Here it come. Yeah, rice cereal.
Rice cereal.
Yep.
Yeah, you got to because they're hungry.
Mm-hmm.
They are hungry.
Yes. And in our house, when the babies was coming up, you got your fork and you was mashing.
Yes, mashed that potato.
Yeah, right. And here it is, boo. I had a family member. I mean, this part is not good, but this is how she recovered and retained her nutrients. She had been beaten so bad, her mouth was wired. So she couldn't eat for months.
Mm.
My mother said, that's all right, baby. I got you. She blended up that meat, blended up them potatoes. This girl was having a milkshake meal of whatever we were eating solid, sucking it through the straw.
Yeah.
Love it.
And she didn't lose not one nutrient out of her body.
Mm.
That's that old school mothering right there. You can't beat that.
Nope.
I love that.
Nope, you cannot. Not at all.
Yes. So, Nisi, are you going to school in the medical profession?
Yes. So my end goal is to be a nurse practitioner.
Okay, wait. Are you still going to do pharmacy as well?
Yeah, I'm still going to do pharmacy, but I nurse practitioner. It's a wider variety. I'll be able to write scripts. I'll be able to just have more authority.
Yes.
Just a pharmacist.
Yeah, because you only like 2 notches from a doctor when you're a nurse practitioner.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And sometimes you'd rather see a nurse practitioner than a doctor.
Than the doctor.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm excited.
Oh, yes. So, Nisi, how long have you been watching Chilling with Purpose?
Since Chilling with Purpose started.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, y'all, we just turned 6 years old Sunday.
Oh, happy birthday to Chilling with Purpose.
Right?
Birthday.
That's our official birthday, May 4th.
I have a question too when you finish.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
So I'm going to ask a difficult question.
Oh.
What do you like about it and what do you don't like about it?
About the medical field?
No, about Chilling with Purpose.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
What I don't like about it is that I'm at work and I got to just listen through my headphones.
I'm sorry.
What I like about it is that I like the authenticity. I like that it's very real, and I like that it's not a normal broadcast. Nothing that Pastor Cat or a refuge in the city does is normal. You get the real deal. You get information too. It's real life situations, and you're like, oh, I could apply that. Like, for example, Mr. Wendell, I learned that when he said he was going through a lot of family issues, and his wife just kept praying and kept praying through his family issues. And at the time I was going through that, and I was like, well, I'm just going to keep praying and keep praying and keep praying and keep praying. And so prayers of the righteous shall availeth much. So I'm just going to keep praying. So yeah.
I
Oh,
love that.
me
Nipsey.
too. That's
You know, warm
beautiful.
and fuzzy inside.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. Yeah.
What
Thank you
would
for
you
that.
say that we should improve on? Is there anything? And even if you don't know right away,
Yeah.
we want all of y'all to let us know because
Yeah.
we're committed to this broadcast and we still want to take it to the next level. So, is there anything you would recommend for us?
No, I think y'all are fantastic. I had like butterflies and stuff, and I got asked, and I said, "Oh, Lord, do I need some questions?" I'm nervous. I was nervous the whole day, y'all. I did not know what this interview was about, but I'm grateful, and I'm honored. Um, keep being yourselves. Keep doing it. Oh, State says she don't like y'all online. I need in-person interaction.
You know, I think if it were easier for us to be in person, we would do more. We still want to do our remember when we talked about the growing up? We want to do that one live, like what it was like growing up, because we're gonna do a whole lot of laughing. And so we're gonna do that one on live on the set, if you will. But right now, this is we still believe in those, Stacy. So thank you for that. Thank you. Yes, we are going to work. Oh, see, we got another one more live on set. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're going to work on it. Hopefully in June, right? Is that what we're slated for?
Yeah, but
Yeah. That one
we're
was
working.
tough.
We're working. Yeah.
Okay, we're
Yeah.
gonna work on it because
Yeah.
we want to do it. And if it doesn't change, we're gonna talk about growing up and the funnies of growing up. So it's
Yeah.
gonna be kind of like a comical episode. Nisi, this question is for you.
How do you think even you eventually becoming a nurse practitioner fits in the body of Christ? I think if it's for somebody to confidentially come to you with their issue, and being able to get to the root of the matter and not just say, "Oh, you need a pill." Um, yeah, I think that's how it fits. Being able to fix people's problems right there, um and most times being confidential. A lot of people don't have that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I add something to that? I think the thought that came to me is, when you look at the book of Luke, Luke was a physician.
Mm-hmm.
And when you think about the Bible too and scriptures, God is all about fixing us, fixing the broken pieces within our life. So I believe Nisi have like how she's talking about it. And I think when I was going through, what was it? Something I was going through, and you made me this horrible drink. Oh, Jesus, help me. But just that, you know what? Listen, that drink, it took me back home, way back home. Okay.
It works.
But that drink, to me, it kind of, it helped. And to me, that's also healing because we need this in order to do the work of God. So if we have right people in the health system, then they can give both. They can give the spiritual, somebody come and say they have a headache. She has the opportunity to discern and say, I know you're saying a headache, but do you have a pain on your side? So that's how I see Nisi, because she's so sensitive. Even at church, she feels a lot and she senses a lot. So put both of that together, she'll be running the medical field. Yeah.
Yeah, she practices on us a lot.
It was not horrible.
She said, yeah, it was. Listen, I had to call on Jesus, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit to come with me to drink it.
Did it work?
Yes, it did. Actually, it worked. It's funny. When I was growing up, my mom, and this is not true, this is just my mom's statement. My mom used to say, the worse it is, the quicker you will get healed.
That almost might be a true statement.
And I used to be like, really? So when Nisi gave it to me, and I was like, oh, Jesus, Daddy, this is hell. Hell in a cup. That's what I felt. But
Hell in a cup.
listen, I don't know what she makes, and in my country we'll use the word concoction. I don't know what concoction mean. A little bit of this and a little bit of this and a little bit of this. And she was like, oh, it will work. It is whatever. But actually, it worked. So I can't and it's talking about drinking water, putting more water in my I was going through some things the other day, and again she was telling me about with the magnesium. It was too low. I needed a higher dose, when to take it, and yeah. So she gives little ideas, and if you put it to work, it works. Yeah. So thank you, Nisi. Yeah.
Welcome.
Her and Ebony, they are our medical. Do we have somebody else?
Deidre.
Those three ladies are our medical staff at church.
I know. I think I'm gonna run from them.
Right. Well, wait, do you have to check blood pressures and okay. I just knew one of y'all was gonna be like, I need to get my hours in for checking blood pressures and stuff. And I don't know if they still do it like that, but back in the day, if you had a friend or a family member going for medical, like, yeah, you're gonna be my patient.
Yes. No. And then they fuss with you. Why is it high? Well, yes, sir. You have until you get that degree. Don't talk to me. Yeah.
Well, the Lord tells me to say something. I'm gonna say
exactly,
something.
Nisi.
I have to.
That's it.
I have to. But then why is it high? What are you doing? Yeah. I think that's the authority into the authority that the Lord has, and the authority of the nurse that it's in me. Because I'd be like, what are you doing? No, you need to do this. Let's get back to what I told you to do. Yeah.
I don't know. I think we need to pray for Stacey on Sunday.
They're healing.
And take all her energy drinks.
Maybe that's what's working today.
You are funny.
So I have another question, Nisi, and then I'm Kachikada. So how do you balance that? Now you in school, there is church that you do things in, then you have your nephew, I think you take care of, and then your family. How do you balance all? And of course, the Lord, who is the first. How do you balance all of that? Oh, and if you have, if you want a personal life, like a cute guy, somewhere that is, yeah.
She can't have no cute guy. We have to vet.
Well, yeah, definitely. Because I have a whole list in my brain. Yeah.
She be sneaking around the corner talking, and then it comes out in a conversation. We're like, oh, how long he been there?
Oh.
Yeah, so we have to vet. That's why she ain't gonna tell us when she's talking to somebody.
I'm talking to
I got my 10 questions ready.
I'm sorry.
I already know the answer by the third question or less.
Oh man.
I'm sorry, Nisi. Squash the question.
That hit a nerve. No, don't answer the question, boo. Answer the question.
Tell me about your pretty top and your pretty hair.
I'm honestly learning how to balance it all. It's all still quite kind of new. Going to school, church, work, and home. It's learning when to do stuff and when to study, when to study for church if I have to teach for church, and when to study for school. It's a learning process. It's an ongoing learning process. Learning when to take care of myself and when I need rest. It's ongoing. It's
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You're doing it well.
Yeah. I'm not dating anybody. I'm not talking to anybody. There we go.
Mariah, is she telling the truth?
Yes.
Answer the question, Makita. And then I would be like, well, I was going to say, when do you find time? But then I had to calm myself, because when it comes to dating and having somebody in our life, we find time. So that's not a question. Yeah, we could be dragging.
Yeah.
We find
Courting is like dessert. No matter how full you are,
I'm going to get it.
Room
yes
for dessert. Yes, yes, I did call you out. She not messing with nobody. Okay, then. In all caps, are you shouting at me? Are you
Yes,
yelling
thanks,
at
Fran.
I was like, okay, the whole family is out here.
Hey,
She says no. Stacy says no. You're not dating anybody. So okay, so you're
okay.
good.
I'm good.
That's good. That's good. Because we're gonna need to know when you are.
We gotta check him twice. Make a list. And yes, check him out. Be like, no,
And
no.
look, round 1 is going through us.
Yeah. Oh Lord.
And then round 2 is going through the men.
Oh yeah.
So, and that's only if he survived round 1.
That's only if you survive round 1.
He might wish for round 2 over round 1. I have this friend at the time, this guy that she was dating, and her brother was in the hospital. So I went up there to see him. This was some years ago. And the fella that she was courting at the time, they were planning to get married because there's a difference between dating and courting.
Yeah.
And when I saw him, I rolled up on him. I said, so what's your intentions with my friend? He's
Oh,
like,
Yes.
you. I said, I'm the one you got to come through.
oh.
He was like, can you get her? Like, who is she? I'm like, dude, I'm going to be in your face. He's like, no, I'm going to need you to back up. No, you don't tell me what to do right now. Not right now. Because you are about to marry up. You are marrying value right here. You are marrying favor. Don't come with no dumb stuff. You love Jesus.
Let's get him saved. Save and dip in the water.
Right. What's your intentions for real?
Yeah.
Like, well, we're in the hospital. I said, we can't visit all night. When we go to this little waiting room, go ahead and have your answer ready. We go. I ain't playing.
That's good though.
Ask Michelle.
Let me see.
I don't play. And I'd be up in Deshaun and Stacy's face, and they married. And be like, what we doing here? What we doing? Because I believe in marriage. And I believe it works if you invest in making it work, just like all other relationships. But that one is the most special. Okay, Mama Jackie said background check. There it is. I do have some law enforcement people that I know.
Okay, now. And she do.
Yes.
You got to, because you want to be safe, and you want to make sure that first it's the right person. Like you say, marriage it's work. I don't care what anybody say. It's not let's jump in a what is it? Lawn full of flowers and you just no, it's work. So if you have the right foundation, then it will be stable. If you don't have that, then you got to be able to take care of you. That's the first thing. You got to be able to take care of you, and because you're precious, you belong to the Lord and you're precious, and the Lord takes care of you. And the question is whether or not he could do he will never be able to do what the Lord does, but he has to be able to match what the Lord does, which is to pray for you, support you, be kind, and don't get me wrong, you still bump heads because it's two different personalities, but if he can't do that, then no. Let me see. My thing is, let me see what you're doing. Where you working? Are you putting her in a house or an apartment? Because she lives in a house. Years ago, this pastor said this. He said, I'll never forget it. I wasn't even married as yet. And he always say, never marry down. That's what he said. And he meant it. He was like, he meant it. And he says, even if you, because when he got married to his wife worked on, I think was 14th Street. So she works one of those, she was pretty well off, and he wasn't, but both of them knew That was his wife. And he made a promise to her that within a year, that where she was, he was going to take her from there to where God wanted her. So when they got married, he got her a bigger house. All pray because it was all God, because he said that he wanted her to have the life that she had, but a little bigger. She had, and he prayed and the Lord did it. So I'm not saying that you can't marry down, but that person have to have a vision. You have to know where he's taking you and how long it will take him to get you there. Not 50 years or 30 years. He got to know. You got to be hardworking. I don't know. That's just my little, some people might disagree, but I've been married for 31 years. So it will really take you a lot to disagree with me. So yeah. Plus you deserve it. You deserve it because you're working hard to get where you are. And you have such a beautiful relationship with the Lord. And to let somebody come and take that away, nah. No.
And even in her saying, and this is just in general, that he has to be able to take care of you. That's not just financially.
Yep. Yes. Thanks. Yeah.
It's more to taking care of than money, because there's got to be some level of mental health.
Yes.
That you're healthy in. Like, we can't be spending all day complimenting each other because you don't know who you are. Oh, tell me I'm beautiful. Oh, we just do this 5 minutes ago. That's work. That is a lot of work, and they're depending on you. You can't depend on someone to be happy.
Yes.
To make you smile.
Mm-hmm.
It's sometimes I'm laughing at my own self because I'm a nutball. I'll be like, now that was funny. Let me laugh. I'm gonna laugh right here. So yeah, I remember one time when I saw Stacy say, and she do, because I do. I be in their face, and I don't care if you're mad. You cannot be in relationship with me and don't think at some point I'm gonna irritate you or make you mad. And I've counted the cost. I love the health of your soul more than I love our relationship.
That's good.
So I've made them mad many a day. I remember when Marquita showed me a picture of some guy. I said, who is that?
My God.
Is he coming to church? Invite him to church. If he can't come to church, he can't take you out to dinner. Why that man come strolling in the door? I said, okay, well, let's go.
You got the message. But that's good though, because you're taking care of the people that God gave you. And people might think it's intrusive, but
no, we need that.
What's that? Yes.
We need that.
To protect yourself. I got another one coming.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Is he coming this Sunday?
She brave.
Well, we praying. So
yeah. I think that's good. You're supposed to. You're supposed to watch over the sheep and make sure that they make. That's what they did in the Bible. In the Bible, in those days they used to do arrange. They arrange, but the arrangement, of course, was for property. But sometimes it's because they know also that person would be a good fit. My mom always used to say Jordan will make me a good husband. From the first time she met Jordan, and we were just friends, but she will always say that. She said that so many times. I think she probably prophesied into being.
She might have.
Yeah, but she was right. So. Yeah. So
yeah, I passed one up because it was in the South.
She says
he was working the land. I said I just couldn't get out of my head of, when you have a farm, it invites other types of creatures that you're not farming. And I couldn't get that out of my head. I'm like, no, I would be screaming for the rest of my life.
It's so fun. You could have moved.
How many babies will I have to have? Mind you, I was only 16. And my mom was like, he gonna make a good husband. I'm like, make a good wife. I don't think I'm gonna make a good wife. Because
You
I
like
love
those,
country, but I'm too cityfied.
but you like those country. You could
I
have
love
listen. You would have been riding a horse.
The one milking the cow.
Listen,
No.
she would.
in.
She would have been. Listen, you would have been riding the horse, milking the cow,
riding the
eating
horse.
the chicken.
Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up. But listen,
And cute too.
even now, if the Lord give me a cowboy as a husband, I had that. Now, sweetie, are we staying on the ranch?
There's mud and dirt.
Because I already know, even the most beautiful, cleanest house, when you have a ranch or a farm, here comes those rodents.
Ew.
They're coming. It's inevitable.
You can make them little outfits.
Oh, she thinks
Ain't
it's
Snow White in the Seven Dwarfs. This ain't Cinderella playing with the mic.
Well, you know, you can make them. And
That's not how that works.
And they'll be singing to them.
Really. Now we know how I cut a fool when the rabbit got in. When that rabbit, I saw her, I said, "Get out, rabbit." I wasn't scared at first. "Get out, rabbit, come on." And he wouldn't move. I got the stick and he went, and wet plastic eyes was staring at me. I said, "Oh, Jesus." And he still wouldn't move. For 5 days, he was in the garage. And every night, he knocked over the oil can. And I purposely set it up every day just to see if he ever went out. Because sometimes I would, going in and out.
Yeah.
On Thursday, that particular Thursday, I'm coming home from church. He up on the shelf. Ain't nothing to eat. So he trying to get into the napkins. "Oh, you starving to death, buddy." And that was day 4. Friday morning, the Lord said, "Open your garage. You don't have to go down. I could look out my bedroom window. Just open the garage." He come bouncing up out of there like, this lady about to kill me. He was fast. He fasted. Thursday. He didn't eat till Friday on the 5th day. And that rabbit did this. He goes to the end of the driveway. He went like this, looking both ways. And throw it across to the grass. He was tearing it up.
Oh.
Like and look, this is what I did. Tell your friends, don't come over here. No.
That's funny.
I can't do it.
Funny.
So I would have to ask him, like, we staying on the same property. How this look? That's why I don't understand how I like the 1800s so much.
Yep, exactly. I agree.
Okay. It is.
Because there's a lot of bugs in the 1800s.
Okay.
So,
right?
a lot of bugs.
And they didn't have screen windows and doors and all of that.
No.
Everything hopped on in like, "Hey, we have coffee."
No, ma'am.
Yep. And Susie, and they're bringing Jenny with them. So,
Yeah. I can't even do it.
It's a rough.
Out about bugs. Like, ooh, oh.
Right.
It's a rough life.
Yeah.
Them on my screen outside. They outside, but they're on my window. I started talking like, "Now listen, I don't know if y'all had a talk with the creator, but if you stay there long, I'm gonna be going to get my stuff and I'm gonna spray you."
And you're gonna die.
Open the window and spray the screen. I have sprayed before and the wind blew and it hit me back in my face. That's all I can do is laugh. I said, "Well, I bet he gonna die." And I go wash my face. It's real. It's real.
That's funny.
Yeah. A ranch is too much.
Well,
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
I want to own a horse, but I can't live where the horse lives.
No.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm not. I'm a country girl, but I'm not doing all of that.
Yeah,
No.
I'm good.
I'm not farming. I'm not feeding chickens. I'm not feeding the goats, the cows. No, I'm not doing none of that.
No,
Yeah.
but I'll eat all of them for you.
I will eat all of them, but I'm not.
Yes.
I'm not. No.
That's it.
No.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Mm-mm.
No.
Well, Nisi, we had our time, and this was so fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before I get one last thing from you, all of you that are listening or have listened, and the hundreds that usually listen after the fact, if you would love for us to interview you, please send us a message. Otherwise, I don't think we have anybody lined up yet for next Tuesday.
No.
We have, okay.
No, I'm working on that.
Okay.
I thought I saw somebody that says they wouldn't mind being interviewed. Let me see.
Oh, yeah? Oh, let's do it.
Let me see.
Because we don't take the audience for granted at all. We get a lot of messages from people that we didn't even know were watching, that watch this broadcast. So even though our live a lot of times is low, the historical watch, it's between 200 to 500, depending on the subject matter. So we don't take that for granted. We love you guys. We really, really do. Nisi, before we log off and sign off, is there anything you would like the viewing audience, one more thing, to know about you?
Oh, that I love the Lord.
You love the Lord? Did he hear you cry?
Jesus.
Did he hear you cry?
I love Jesus, and that I love to help people. I think, he put that on my heart to help people in the medical field, and yeah, that's about it.
Wonderful.
Oh, I love my best friend.
And say that again.
I love my best friend.
Who's your best friend?
Her name is Stacy Pendleton.
Stacy Pendleton.
Yeah.
You Nisi Hubbard's best friend. Hi, Apostle Baker. We love you. Marquita, you said right. Just let me know. What does that mean? About what?
Good evening. Chilling with you.
Y'all so cute.
Stacy. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Kat.
Go ahead.
Stacy, do you want to be our guest next week? I mean, you're on and you're chatting, being interviewed.
Oh, Marquita. She just signed up, and then we could do Stacy if she says yes, the following one. Okay. That's what I thought Marquita was saying yes to.
Okay, so, Stacy said yes.
She said yes as well?
Yes, yeah.
Okay. No, I thought she was saying yes to, I don't know.
No,
okay. But Marquita responded first.
Why did I feel that?
I feel what?
That she was next.
Oh, so we'll do.
She's funny.
So who's first, Marquita or Stacy?
Stacy first, then Marquita.
Okay, so Stacy, you'll get a link next Tuesday, the 13th. Marquita, you'll get a link on the 20th.
Yes.
The 27th, we will not be on air because we will still be off for Memorial Weekend. Yes.
Well, this is good.
I love it. All right, y'all. So y'all know how it ends. We love you. And there's absolutely nothing you could do about it.
Bye. Thanks, Nisi.
Bye.
God has a purpose. God has a plan. I'm living his will. He's got me in his hands. I'm chilling with purpose. God has a purpose. God has a plan. I'm living his will. He's got me in his hands. I'm chilling.